I didn't grow up with the usual excuses. I didn't grow up in a gang-infested neighborhood. I didn't grow up abused. I grew up stupid. I knew I was stupid because everybody told me so. That's Ryan. He's stupid. When I was 17 years old, I was caught in the throes of a drug addiction. I was trying to punch my way out of every problem I could find because I thought that's what stupid people did. And I figured out along the way that if I hit something hard enough and often enough, it didn't get to call me stupid anymore. If I hurt it first, it couldn't hurt me. Now that led to a whole series of events that eventually ended up in me killing a man when I was 17 years old. I was sentenced to 29 years to life in the California Department of Corrections, which seemed fitting. It seemed fitting that a guy like me who was stupid and wasn't going to be much good to anybody would end up in prison. And while I was in prison, they make you take a battery of tests to kind of figure out who you are and how you're broken and what's wrong with you. And one of the tests was an IQ test, and it came back at 173, and I said, see, I told you I'm stupid. He said, no, Ryan, 173 is really good. I'm like, well, your test is broken. So he made me take it again and again. And all 3 times came out with more or less the same result. And then I got scared. I got scared because I realized that if I'm not stupid, then I don't have the excuse. Then I have to own who I am, and I have to own my actions. That if I don't have the excuse, then I am the problem. And that's a horrifying place to be. It took pretty much every ounce of courage in my body to try to sign up for school. I thought maybe I'll test it, maybe I'll try. But it turned out I was pretty good at it. So I got 6 degrees while I was in prison. I got 3 federal licenses that I was the first person in U.S. history to get while incarcerated. I got 7 collegiate certifications, 6 international certifications. I took every class at the college, and when I ran out of classes at the college, I started teaching. When I was in prison, if you'd have told me I was going to come home and become a professional advocate and filmmaker, I would have laughed at you. I'm the guy who punched people for a living. It's a damn long way from Folsom. On every level. So part of my work today is that I take the lifers who are paroling kind of through the process that I went through. I take them to the places that trip me up. So I take them to the beach. And when I take them to the beach, I generally get the same reactions. Like everybody asks they want to go to the beach because they haven't been in water that they can immerse their body in 40 years. And I've taken some of the toughest men you'd ever want to meet to the beach. I took a guy who did 43 years, the last 16 of which were in solitary confinement. And he got to the beach, and this is what he did. I swear to God, put his hands up in his armpits, and he went, yep, that's the beach. Let's go. And I picked him up, and I threw him in the water. And once he was in the water, he was a 15-year-old kid again. That's how old he was the last time he was free, was 15. We consider ourselves advanced, and we make fun of third world countries. But the rest of the planet recognizes that children are children. They're not adults. They're not little grown-ups. Their brains are physically different. And we hold them to the same culpability as adults. Kind of ties into what I'm doing today. We're building the seminal social justice fair of this generation. It's a show that'll be Live Aid for social justice. It'll be Woodstock. It'll be Hands Across the World. This is the A-list event. And it's all about giving a megaphone to uplift the insanity of what we do in the criminal and juvenile justice system.